Hey, this is probably a shock if you haven't seen Double or Nothing, but I am the brand new AEW Reboot General Manager Shane O'Mac, welcoming you to Dynamite. You're probably wondering, where's Josh at? Well, he's in the middle of our ring to kick off our show, so go tell him the words, Josh.
Folks, I am Mr. Announcer welcoming you to Dynamite at the WINTRUST Arena in Chicago, and we kick off our show with a message from Josh Huntworth, our CEO.
The great people in Chicago, welcome back to AEW Dynamite. Man, what a Double or Nothing we had, am I right, in Las Vegas? We had an incredible show, and I am so proud, once again, of all of the AEW Reboot talent in the locker room. And I cannot wait to see what they do leading up to our next pay-per-view, which I didn't announce at Double or Nothing, and I've been keeping it a secret. And you'll find out what our next pay-per-view is tonight. But before we get to that, I have to address something that happened at Double or Nothing. As most of you guys know, during the Tag Team Championship match, we did not have an actual winner because Brody Lee and Bryan Danielson were both put into the casket, and then the casket got set on fire by Buddy Matthews, Jon Moxley, and Eddie Kingston, which we're not going to go into due to lawsuit reasons. AKA, no one sued us though. So I have decided that since both men, I have no clue what happened to them after Double or Nothing because I was too busy focusing on Arena Armageddon, I have decided that for the first time ever in this company, the AEW Tag Team Championships are vacated, and we will crown new champions at our next pay-per-view. However, to spice things up in the Tag Team division, I figured we introduce some mid-card tag team title belts, which are right here. So without further ado, let me reveal the belts.
And now Josh is going to reveal to us the mid-card tag titles, and there they are. Look at those championships. But what could those championships be called?
Ladies, gentlemen, and others, I present to you the brand new AEW All United Tag Team Championships. These championships represent the great country of the United Kingdom. I figured we honor them since we honor America. So, yeah, I don't know what the women's title is going to be yet, but there will be a women's mid-card championship coming soon whenever I feel like getting one made. Okay, now then, on to how we're going to crown our first champions and how we're going to crown our new tag team champions. So, I've been thinking about this on how we should handle it, and the best way to is to cause some chaos like we do around here. So, which is why we will have a multi-team tables, ladders, and chairs match for the vacated AEW Tag Team Championships and to crown the inaugural AEW All United Tag Team Champions at our next pay-per-view, which will be taking place for the first time ever. AEW Reboot will be in Canada. Wait, is it kind of ironic we're crowning United Kingdom champions in Canada? And what are you guys doing here? Mr. Josh Huntworth, you know us as the Young Bucks, Nick, and my brother Matt. Well, we're here to tell you something. We think that we want the All United Tag Team Championship belts at whatever the next pay-per-view is in Canada. And look, man, we went through hell at Double or Nothing. Did you see what happened at Arena Armageddon? Wardlow and Miro went to the hospital after that exploding platform of madness. And what were you thinking, allowing that to be in the match, first of all? Bro, now we don't have anyone by our side, because Kenny and Hangman, they want to come after us. Yeah, we did nothing wrong. Yeah, right, Matt? Yeah, we did nothing wrong. So, this is what we want from you, Josh Huntworth. We found somebody new to team with, and they want a shot at Hangman Adam Page's TNT Championship. So, if you could just green light that for us, it'll do us wonders, and we'll be out of your head in no time. Okay, so that was a lot of things. So, first off, you guys are definitely going to be in this all-United Tag Title match at the next pay-per-view in Canada. Second, I'm sorry. I didn't do it. That was just a platform that happened in the match. Arena Armageddon was unsanctioned, which means y'all couldn't sue us or anything when you two and you guys fought at Double or Nothing. And I hear you now have a new friend? What? Every time one of your friends just goes and explodes, you're gonna get somebody new on the roster? And they won a TNT Championship match. Well, I have to see if they are TNT level quality, so could you bring them out for me? You know what, Josh? In matter of fact, we can do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this man.
Now let's find out who the Young Bucks' new friend is. And wait a minute. Is that Mike Mizanin?
Wait, hold on. Mike Mizanin? Out of anybody in the roster, you chose him? Mike, why did you choose to team up with these guys? Well, you see, Josh Huntworth, I am the most must-see guy in AEW Reboot. And, well, Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, they see the awesomeness that I bring to the table, which is why, after Double or Nothing got concluded, they approached me with a business offer that I couldn't refuse. Because, you know, I'm a Hollywood star, man. I was in the Marine movies. Do anybody even remember those movies? Yes, they do, of course. That's a lie. Nobody remembers the Marine movies you were in. Well, there was that one with Becky Lynch. Yeah, no one's gonna remember your goddamn movies. Okay, look, Mike Mizanin, you know what? Since you Young Bucks want to complain about some stupid stuff, we actually have a perfect idea. And by we, I mean myself. You see, there's gonna be a show, a Dynamite before the next pay-per-view, which is gonna take place in Atlanta, called Hardcore Kingdom. And at that special Dynamite, every match is gonna have a stimulation. So you know what, Mike Mizanin? You will challenge Heyman Adam Page for the TNT Championship in an exploding platform match, where the only way to win is to put your opponent onto that exploding platform Kenny and Heyman used at Double or Nothing. Wait, you guys, you didn't tell me an exploding platform was part of this whole thing. No, I don't want to do this. Sorry, the match is officially on. Young Mizbar, let's get out of here.
Well, folks, what a couple of epic announcements from our CEO, Josh Huntworth, regarding AEW Reboot's future. Folks, we have an epic show here tonight on Dynamite, so stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my special guest at this time, Jake Hager. Jake Hager, you returned at Oh, I thought this was gonna happen. Adam Copeland, I want the All-American Championship. I have been put on the sidelines too far and too much recently. It's time to show everyone Jake Hager. Why do I keep doing these interviews?
And now, folks, we're back in the arena for a championship celebration with this woman, the AEW Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. She won the championship at Double or Nothing in Vegas and is going to be looking like the most dominant champion so far. Let's see what she has to say regarding her championship victory.
Tonight, if you were expecting a championship celebration, well, you're wrong. I had my championship celebration at the closest Applebee's I could find in Chicago. So instead of a celebration, this is going to be a message to everyone out there on the AEW Reboot Women's Division roster. The baddest woman in the planet is your champion. So if you want to take this title from me, you're going to have to go through hell and back.
Folks, if you're a female, you do not want to mess with Ronda. Oh my gosh! It's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD!
Ayo, Ronda, let this be a lesson. The doctor never forgets. You took a women's championship shot from me. Well, guess what? That shot's coming back, isn't it? The doctor wants the women's championship, Ronda. And if Josh Huntworth or Shane O'Mac's listening, give me that title shot, baby.
Well, folks, if you remember, there was a women's title open challenge. Britt Baker accepted it, but was attacked by Ronda. Will this championship match be official? We're gonna find out later in the future.
You're probably wondering, what's going on? Well, you see, Bryan Danielson, I never liked you. The fact that you joined my team with NJ was pathetic. We might have won tag team gold together, but I still hated you. I don't know what made you join NJ's team in the first place. Maybe you were sick of Keith Lee. Maybe you wanted to be taken seriously. It doesn't matter anymore, 'cause now I burnt you alive, and I don't know where you're at. But listen, I have joined forces with two men who think they haven't been focused enough on this program. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Together, we are known as Death Riders. It's ride or die. But frankly, Bryan Danielson, if you ever decide to come back, you're gonna die by the hands of us three. And to everybody out there, to the tag team division, just know that Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston will be competing in that newly announced tag title ladder match at the next pay-per-view. So, you guys are on thin ice now, because the Death Riders are coming for everything you got. What do you mean there was a drone in the office at Double or Nothing? Oh, are we recording? Ignore what I just said. Anyways, so, tonight has been an incredible Dynamite, and we have our main event up next. But I want to tell you guys about our next Dynamite, which will be taking place in Portland, Oregon. You see, Death Riders aren't going to be happy about this, but Bryan Danielson will be in the house in Portland to discuss what happened at Double or Nothing. And Adam Copeland will also be in the house in Portland to discuss Jake Hager and his All-American Championship Challenge. And much more to be announced, including details about our next pay-per-view, which will be announced in a matter of moments. Wink, wink. Even though you can't see me winking, I have sunglasses on. Anywho, it's now time for the main event, featuring Johnny Nitro, everybody. So let's go ahead and do it.
Folks, it's been one heck of a night here tonight at the WINTRUST Arena in Chicago, but now it's time for the main event, and Chris Dijak is in the middle of the ring with a mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your AEW World Champion, Mr. Johnny Nitro.
And there is the AEW World Champion, Johnny Nitro, who defeated Kevin Steen with the help of Chris Dijak at Double or Nothing in Vegas. He's here tonight in Chicago to possibly speak on winning the World Championship and what's next for him. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, look at this. Johnny Nitro has fallen from grace and then come back around again. He is the new AEW World Champion. And let me introduce you to somebody new. This is my personal bodyguard, Mr. Chris Dijak. I appointed him to protect me from things. Sure, we'll go with that. Now then, the next time you will see me defend this championship is never. I'm skipping the next pay-per-view, man. I'm never going to defend this championship. So, Chris Dijak, let's go home.
Wait, Johnny Nitro, it's not gonna wait. They see somebody, and oh my gosh, it's the GM Shane O'Mac with a mic.
Johnny Nitro, I don't think we've met yet. My name is Shane O'Mac. And buddy, you will be defending your championship at the next pay-per-view. In fact, you might even defend the championship the entire pay-per-view. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Well, you see, Josh Huntworth hasn't technically announced the next pay-per-view just yet, but I'm here to announce it. You will defend your championship in what is known as the Continental Classic. What's the Continental Classic? Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Johnny Nitro. The Continental Classic is an 8-man tournament consisting of 3 rounds and a finals. And this tournament will take place at the Continental Classics pay-per-view. I know, isn't that ironic? So you just have a whole pay-per-view dedicated to a tournament? It's our first ever tournament in Aew Reboot. So good luck on defending your championship against 7 other men, Johnny. And as for those 7 men, we will be determining them in the upcoming weeks before the next pay-per-view, Continental Classic. Now, allow me to introduce you to actually the first announced member besides you of the tournament. So please welcome him out now.
What an announcement from Shane O'Mac, who's coming out now. And oh, I know that flag. I know that is MJF and his scarf. MJF is in the newly announced Continental Classic.
Well, Mr. Johnny Nitro, it seems like you haven't remembered something. You see, I was the first AEW World Champion, and I never got my rematch. So, Shane O'Mac approached me about this Continental Classics tournament, and it was going to be for that championship right there. So you know what? I signed my name onto the championship card. And guess what? Like a birthday card, it gave me some good luck, baby. So I will be in the Continental Classic, and I am going to win that tournament and get back my AEW World Championship.
Well, folks, there you have it. Our next pay-per-view will be the Continental. Wait a dang minute! It's Kevin Steen! Kevin Steen with a start at MJF! Oh my gosh! Oh, could Kevin Steen be in the Continental Classic? And he faces off with the man who took this championship. But folks, we're out of time here tonight in Chicago. We'll see you next time. I'm Mr. Announcer saying goodnight.
Yes, and yes indeed. Folks, our next pay-per-view will be the Continental Classics. And it will be taking place in Canada, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, to be more specific. It's going to be a historical making night. We have the multi-team TLC match. We have the Continental Classics tournament, which will take up the entire night of action. There will be 8 men, 3 first-round matches, and a triple threat semifinals. Finals, but you know what? I have so much to plan for this Continental Classic, so you know what? I'll leave you all tonight with the logo. So, good night, and happy March or whatever. So, good night, everybody. I'll see y'all in Portland.